right, this one's for you, Aquarius. That's you, okay? And this is Tarot Lumination with your singles mini love and relationship report for late October, early November. We're going to try and make this a regular thing now on the channel. I hope you like it. Trying to keep it really simple, straightforward, laid out in such a way. Hopefully you can stop and start as you needed to like take it in. And then you can reinterpret however you want. Of course, you know the drill. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising, and make the best of it. There's no jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals, none of it, okay? Just keeping it very basic, and we'll see what shows up, okay? So you can already kind of see here what's going on, all right? Cards were already well shuffled in advance, but I want to take it to the last second so that you are a witness. All right, Aquarius, are you ready? Here we go. We're going to cut for you now. And again, like so. And here we go. This would be you and your energy, what you're radiating. This would be the potential other, like the what if energy from the potential other, and this would be like the what if energy if such a relationship would manifest, and this would be the what if energy of how things would go depending on the relationship. You know, what are the prospects? What's the momentum here? So we're going to look at this card in a minute. This underneath here, we're going to look at like the circumstances, the weather, the prevailing conditions that are hovering around you, outside of you at the moment. Okay, Aquarius? So it's energy that's, you know, you would make the best of it. Just like the weather, whatever the weather might be, you're going to make the best of it, okay? And not let it own you. Okay, so you've got Temperance here. This is beautiful for you to have. It's a very powerful card to have in the context of relationship. And it's very much about, from my perspective as your reader here, it's very much about healing. Okay, it's very much about allowing what needs to be healed to be healed. Okay, and that can be very, very tough because you have to reveal it to heal it. Okay, that's the problem with the healing issues. Sometimes things are very obvious, like if you just broke your arm, you know, it's, you know, you're going to do what you have to do, but a tremendous amount of pain and suffering and healing, and a lot of pain and suffering occurs in the heart, and even more than the mind, and we carry it deep in our heart, and those are some of the toughest energies to heal. And so this situation here, the circumstances are very, very conducive for yourself to be willing to allow yourself to swim in that alchemical kind of pool where a lot of, let's say turbulent energies can happen, which is all about the healing process, where it might look very beautiful on the outside, like as a healing is completing, for example, but a lot of people don't understand the tremendous like churning activity, like fermenting and transformation that goes on in the world of healing, especially self-healing, deep heart healing, deep soul cleaning, because it can be very turbulent and disturbing and disorienting, but eventually it comes out as this beautiful thing. Okay, so that opportunity is there for you, Aquarius, right now. So obviously make the best of it. What are we looking at here? Who are you? What are you radiating right now? Wow, big cards, Aquarius. So this would be an indication that you yourself would be radiating the energy of redemption, forgiveness, and reconciliation, not only to others, but to yourself. So it could be, Aquarius, that it's about time you took this situation here, this time period here, to be very, very closely tuned into self-healing right now. A lot of self-healing, where if you have to go very deep in terms of self-forgiveness and forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others, forgiveness about how you might have hurt others and how others might have hurt you, in order to enjoy the benefits of, let's say, self-healing, where you can basically like create your own redemption here. In other words, I feel that this is not granted, this is earned. This is a redemption and a reboot and a chance to restart your life in a way that's earned, especially when it comes to a potential relationship coming down the road. Okay, we'll see. It's beautiful to have that here because it's almost like it gives you uh, not permission. It's almost like you are giving yourself permission to have a complete reboot, restart in life where it almost doesn't matter what happened in the past. It's like you can forgive and forget, and like all debts are wiped clear, emotional, psychological damage is wiped clear, and you are redeemed. It's like being a brand new being where you can start from scratch again and do things in a way that might be improved or better or much more healthy than the way your relationships were conducted in the past. So this is potentially very, very good for you, Aquarius, especially since I feel that this is earned. This is earned. Oh, the whole thing just, excuse me, just froze up. Oh, now it started again. What the bleep is going on here? Okay, I'm sorry about that. It looked like it was freezing. So I said an expletive and it looks like it's flowing again. So I don't want to start the reading over. I want to just keep going with the flow. I hope you don't mind, Aquarius. That was a kind of a strange experience. So now, again, if as you go through these reports, pause and stop and start as you need to, and take these key questions here and align them with the card over here. And it's the same over here. We're looking at what if, like who would they be? What would they be radiating? What would their love energy be in relation to you, given that you are radiating this energy, okay? And so on over here. What would be the nature of the relationship? What if? The prospects, what if? So let's have a look. So over here, the King of Wands energy. Let's just keep it simple. Who would they be? They would radiate the energy of the King of Wands. This is very noble, let's say, almost like charismatic leadership type energy. Someone who's very comfortable with who they are, and they're not shy about, let's say, being their fullest self. And this can be very inspiring towards you, for example. In other words, because it takes a lot, or it has taken a lot for you, Aquarius, to get to the point where you are recognizing the circumstances where a lot of potential healing can occur, where one of the most powerful ways to do that is redemption, self-forgiveness, self-healing, a tremendous amount of self-healing, which makes you very appealing because it's like being brand new, and being brand new can be very, very appealing and very, very attractive to a potential mate in comparison to someone who's, let's just say, loaded up with tons of baggage or tons of issues that still need a tremendous amount of healing. So this would be a relationship situation where by having earned the chance to a fresh start, you can attract someone who's potentially very attracted to you, who would also be very appealing to you. And that's kind of good because there's a lot of nobility and sovereignty and deep ownership of self here with the King of Wands. And that could be a very, let's say, desirable kind of mate to have. And it would show, it would be very evident, their passion, their love, their capacity for relationship and honoring you and respecting you would show in a very, let's say, dignified manner, in a very appealing manner. So that's kind of nice. Let's have a look. So how would this turn out in terms of, the relationship itself? What would be the energy, the nature of the relationship? God, these huge cards, Aquarius. What is going on with you? Look at this. Wow. So the nature of the relationship itself could be a lot of this to do is, of course, with your you having earned this status here of redemption, of a fresh start, and a chance to like recalibrate and reclaim and redefine your whole life, and potentially attract someone that is a really good match for you in that regard. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female watching this. We're just talking about the energy. Someone who radiates a lot of sovereignty of self here in a very dignified manner. What it could do is it could end up putting you, Aquarius, in a situation where you have a relationship that's very empowering for you and for them, because this is shared energy. This would be the energy of the relationship itself, where it actually takes you to the next level, where let's say you've been looking for a chance and an opportunity to start life again, but at a higher frequency, higher standards, higher goals, missions, purposes than you've ever known or had before. So this would be the opportunity. Now, the thing here with the Strength card, my feeling is that it could be an exciting opportunity, but with such potentially wonderful circumstances and conditions, it comes with a lot of responsibility. In other words, this is not a relationship situation that where you would gorge on the other person or let them gorge on you because of your own appeal to each other. This is a relationship that would be very demanding on both parties, because both parties would be expected to conduct this relationship to the very highest standards of spiritual integrity, where it's not all about you and it's not all about them. It's about the relationship itself, where the relationship is where you guys, in the context of this potential relationship, it's all about answering to the will of heaven. You know, what is the most loving way to exist in this potential relationship, as opposed to oh, how much money do they have? Or are they insanely attractive and with a big, wallet and all sorts of potential down the road for, huge career success or something like that. All these obvious desirable ingredients. We're talking about the more spiritual aspects here. So that could be something that you're actually looking for, Aquarius. We don't know, but maybe that's what you're looking for and that what you always wanted, and now you have a chance to get it. So where does that take you? Wow, it takes you, what I would say, to the cusp of your own evolution, where you realize with all of this potential awesomeness here for you and a potential other party, and having the chance to conduct this relationship in a way that almost forces you guys to have to rise up to your highest spiritual standards and set aside your own ego needs. It puts you in a situation where the relationship itself is a learning relationship. It's a tremendous opportunity for both parties to learn a tremendous amount about themselves and each other, and what to do with those awesome talents and gifts that they share in the context of the relationship. So this relationship itself could be a very valuable relationship to other people outside of the relationship, if you can make sense out of that, okay? So this could be very good for you in terms of future growth, inspiration, and potential rewards, adventures, excitement, and learning so much. Very, very satisfying, potentially very satisfying. So keep a lookout, Aquarius. Who knows? They might be out there. Tarot Illumination is not a fortune teller. We're just talking about energy here. I'm not going to say anything more. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. You know the drill. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising. Make the best of it. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Bye-bye.